Time out is Cito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. And today we're going to talk about how to properly ask God. Okay, because a lot of us really don't understand or um, even like comprehend and grasp on how to do this properly. And just based on us not understanding how to do this properly, what I'm saying, this is when you're practicing witchcraft on yourself. So you got to understand words are spells and they have meanings, and every word points to something, in the mind. Okay? So that can let us know that there is a lighter sense of being, and sense of existence, metaphysically, because we can still be aware of what water is and how it moves without looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore that lets you know that, you know, and just seeing that or in the mind or being aware of that, you can create a certain sense of state where you feel comfortable by you creating the sound of water, or by you um, being aware of that space. So that lets you know we manifested everything with the mind in some way, shape, or form. So when they talk about God, and so when it comes to the term God and the way that the Jews wrote the Bible as like oral, in the orally tradition way, God was the mind, and they was just kind of using this to describe something as all possibility. So you know what I'm saying. So anytime you ask in God, God is a state of being in all possibilities. So anytime you ask Him for something, what are you doing? So you're externalizing the lack thereof. So this is the energy signature that you're creating, because for the most part, you're indicating something that you don't have. So therefore, when you're asking God, that's what you're doing. You're indicating a lack of what you don't have in your mind. Remember, like I said, the Jews called the the mind God. You know, so now this is what you gotta understand. Like when it comes to this, so we are always asking because as a spirit, a spirit likes fulfillment, and a spirit always likes its space to be fulfilled, and so therefore, we can feel a certain fulfillment. We can feel like we experience something. You know what I'm saying? So a spirit always likes to be fulfilled, and asking for something, with that being the indicator of the lack that you don't have, you know, you have to be subconsciously aware. Um, Therefore, with you not being aware of how the subconscious works or how the mind works, you know what I'm saying? You're not understanding that they call the mind God in the Bible, and this is when you create a light outside, of that space. Now, what do I mean? So, if, like I said, if they call the mind God or the space God or being all possibilities, this is when they teach y'all to um, not understand how that mind works, or being in that mental space of all possibilities as a spirit, aka getting out of your flunkness, whatever you are in the 1, 2, and third dimension, and getting in a space of upliftment of whatever whatever makes that up for you, But you can do this with your body. You can play this out as a ritual and spell, but you can always do this with your mind. That's why I say you can be as aware of certain things in the mind. So when you do that, when you ask God in a way that um in a way where you're not aware of like the terminology and like with the actual essence of these words, this is like this is what you do. So if you're not understanding that's how they use the word, you're going to create awareness outside of that power and give it an interpretation, and that could be an interpretation of some man or something in the sky or something like that, or something outside of you. And so this is you giving, instead of you going to that space yourself and being aware of yourself, this is you giving your power to something outside of you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be careful about like how y'all ask God for certain things, because it's not necessarily asking. Like I said, that's the, what are you doing? You're externalizing a lack of thereof. So you won't always feel like you lost your mind in some way, shape, or form, or losing your mind, or you can't get a grip on life. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be in that space. But yeah, let's keep it moving. So if you are aware, so just like, oh yeah, and so yeah, so just like I said, and this is their intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you still, if you creating a mind outside of the space that they were in, this is you, giving your power away to their intellectual property and the Jews and shit, because that's who created that word and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But getting back on track, you know what I'm saying? So when they say things like, God is my refuge and strength, you know what I'm saying? This is them saying your ability to have a mind is your strength, because the mind plays out as a container for the spirit. Like I said, the spirit is no thing, is naked. So within that, you know what I'm saying, you have a mind. So now you can create, you know what I'm saying? You can create thoughts and feelings, okay, or what they call in the Bible, man and woman. You know what I'm saying? These men and women have certain virtues and certain principles, and leads to certain mind states and things of that nature. So when they say um, things like God is my strength, I mean God is my refuge and my strength, this is them saying your ability to have a mind is your strength, because the mind plays out as a container for the spirit, and within that space you can dream as big as you want and feel as good as you want, and that creates strength. That creates strength to get your mind out of hard times, no matter like what you're going through in your environment, how it looks. You know what I'm saying? This is you creating real strength. And like I said, where the mind go, the body follows. And so, they got us kind of living in reverse based on like what they didn't put out. You know what I'm saying? And how they just made us rock us to sleep and interpret the knowledge in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So, moving on. So how to properly ask God. So this is not you asking. So first, now you understand that this is not you asking a mind outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want it to be that, and that's what it'll actually lead to. You know what I'm saying? You looking up and being like, where my mind go? I don't got my mind and shit like that. No, you didn't give it